Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, there was a story that was shared in most of the newsrooms yesterday about a church meeting in EMBU that William Ruto was supposed to attend. But then, shortly, there was also another news that came immediately after that news where Ruto is alleged had changed his mind of attending that church session.
William Ruto hatahudhuria ibada ya kanisa la Kianglikana katika chuo cha mafunzo ya walimu cha Kigari huko Embu. Hapo cheche baada ya cheche ni kwamba Ruto amekataa kwenda Kigari. Naibu wake Rigathi Gachagua ametangaza kwamba atahudhuria ibada katika chuo hicho.
So what happened is that Rigathi confirmed his attendance of that church meeting in Embu. Now, talking about this church meeting in Embu that Ruto seems to have given a wide berth. One thing that we all agree on is that Ruto was trying to avoid Rigathi Gachagua. Most likely Ruto could have been the invited guests, but after learning that Rigathi was going to show up, he decided to have a change of mind. Or maybe we could say that whatever happened on Friday to Susan Kihika and the members of parliament within Nakuru County, and whatever happened to the Kindago member of parliament. Could have shocked William Ruto to a level whereby he could have understood that right now there is unseen revolt in Mount Kenya. Talking about unseen revolt, of course we all remember that Ruto was loved by the Mount Kenya people to a level that even if Rigathi Gachagua had not come on board, Ruto would have still gotten the votes for Mount Kenya anyway. But the fact that Rigathi came on board, Rigathi successfully coined himself as the de facto Mount Kenya kingpin and even went to an extent of forcing that title on him. Now, I want us to go to this story that is trending, ladies and gentlemen, about Ruto's choice to skip this meeting and what could have led to that choice, ladies and gentlemen. But before you do that, please like this video. It's so important if you like this video. I'm so grateful for everyone who has been liking our videos. I don't take that for granted. Subscribe to our channel if you did not subscribe before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. One thing that we all agree on is that this move to kick out Rigathi Gachagua will be one of the biggest mistakes of this Kenya Kwanza government. Because if that is to happen, one thing that will likely happen is that UDA will be split. We're most likely going to see UDA Kenya and the UDA original. Just like we saw ODM Kenya, we saw ODM, you know, those kind of narrative. We saw NAK, you know, NAK Kenya. You see, we have seen these things happen here in Kenya. Talking about the biggest mistake, before we get further on this issue of William Ruto skipping this meeting, I'd like to take you to a certain grandma in Mombasa. There's something which she pointed out soon after Rigathi Gachagua had been kicked out by the members of parliament in the National Assembly. Something she pointed out here. There's a video I shared previously when she was asking William Ruto whether the decision to have Rigathi Gachagua kicked out will be good for the country. Now, for this time round, she has also posted another statement which is quite relevant to what is going on in Mount Kenya.
Kama kuna lazima ya wabunge kumtoa bwana Gachagua, mpaka Ruto pia naye aende, kwa sababu Ruto yeye ni rais, hajakumbuka vizuri kwamba sisi tulipewa fursa kidogo ya kuweza kujitawala wenyewe, lakini naona sisi wa Kenya tunashindwa na utawala wetu. Bwana Ruto, rudi nyuma, usijaribu kufanya mambo ambayo yataleta shida na Wakenya. Sisi huku chini tunakupa na njaa, kazi hakuna, kila kitu hakuna. Kazi zote ambazo ni za kuandika watoto wetu, umeandika jamaa zako, Sisi watoto wetu hawana pahali pa kufanya kazi. Tumesomesha, tumemaliza pesa, lakini Ruto wewe umeleta jamaa zako kila pahali pa serikali, ndiko unakovunia. Leo hii sisi tumenyamaza, bado unatuandama. Mimi sina la kusema zaidi, kwa sababu nasikia ukisema sana wangojewa na kichinjio. Kwa hivyo mimi sitaki kuchinjwa kwa sababu nimeingilia mambo ya serikali.
Yes, very well, ladies and gentlemen. That is some kind of advice being channeled to William Ruto. So we're not going to talk much about the advice, but someone told me, inboxed me and told me that look for that grandma, get to talk to that grandma. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to look for her, and we're going to have most likely our first interview here at YOLENO TV. We've not done an interview, but that's going to be our first one. So I'm on that trail. I'm looking for her, and soon I'll share something about her. Many people have said that she's a bit wise, and I agree with people who think that she's wise and she's full of wisdom. And if you look at that video, which as I've just posted, those words are full of wisdom. So I will look for her. Now let's get back to this church meeting in EMBU County. The honest reality with all this, ladies and gentlemen, Ruto skipping, is that, Rigathi Gachagua has been believed to be one person who is no nonsense and always doesn't shy off from being the Mr. Truthful man that he says he is. And because he's a Mr. Truthful man that is always claimed he is, Ruto could have realized that if he found himself on the same podium with Rigathi Gachagua, what was going to happen is that maybe Rigathi would blast him right on his face and probably release some untold secrets. There are so many secrets which I think these two leaders have. Still secrets which will come to the public limelight in the near future because of this fallout that we are seeing. So because Ruto was very smart here in this case, knowing very well that if I attend that church session with Rigathi Gachagua, I cannot contain him. I can't gag him. Ruto knows very well that Rigathi Gachagua will say so many things maybe he won't want to listen to. So because of that realization, Ruto realizes that the best thing to do, ladies and gentlemen, is just to keep quiet and to skip that meeting. I don't know how many of you have seen this video.
Na mimi hakuna pahali wanaweza kunipeleka. And if they want to know who we are, waulize Uhuru Kenyatta, anatujua vizuri.
This is a video that someone shared and asked me to do an analysis on it, but I chose to bring it here in this analysis because it's quite relevant, because what we are experiencing right now is akin to what was could have happened in Nyeri. You remember in Nyeri County when Ruto toured there and Rigathi had noticed that he was going to be blasted. So what he did, he decided to go to Kirinyaga County for another church session and skipped this one that William Ruto had attended, and the seat was reserved to Rigathi Gachagua, and Rigathi Gachagua didn't show up. So what we are seeing now is just someone paying the other in his own coin. So what Ruto is doing, based on the circular or the information that has come from the State House, that she is not going to show up, is that Ruto is avoiding Rigathi Gachagua at all costs and trying to make him realize that he will never be maybe on the same podium when he is the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Maybe that is what is happening. What many are still wondering is that if this is what is happening now, when we know that on Wednesday the Senate is supposed to meet, they're supposed to deliberate on this matter. So does it mean that Ruto is the person who's pulling the strings here and that this dice was cast as perceived by Barack Muluka or PLO Lumumba during the JK Live interview? Does it mean that there is no chance for Rigathi Gachagua? Something could be happening here, ladies and gentlemen, and it's already being portrayed in this event that Ruto has communicated that he's not going to attend, despite the fact that he was invited. Now, I want you to go below in the comment section and just give us a reaction regarding why you think Ruto could have chosen to skip that meeting, and a meeting that Rigathi earlier on had not confirmed attendance, but later on confirmed attendance. Someone told me that the most probable reason is that the people in Mount Kenya have started revolting around William Ruto. They have started showing William Ruto signs that they are not with him. The level of mistrust in Mount Kenya, Mount Kenya and Ruto is growing, meaning even if William Ruto picks another deputy president or running mate, then most likely the Mount Kenya people will not forgive him. It looks as if they are comfortable having a Rigathi Gachagua than having someone like Kithure Kindiki, because there is already another rumor that is being peddled that Ruto doesn't want someone who is tough, and Rigathi Gachagua is as tough as William Ruto. So Ruto wants someone like Kithure Kindiki, who is not going to give him a lot of competition. Right now, Rigathi is giving him a lot of competition, and because of that realization, the only solution that Ruto sees is to have Rigathi Gachagua go. But he has not publicly said it, but the perception, especially with this skipping of the church event, is already pointed to that fact that maybe he knows something about what is happening. Now, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps if you're watching this video and you have not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until we catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.